Hey everybody, Bones here, Bones Garage, just bringing you update what's going on at the garage. So good friend, Mr. Tats, stopped by with his 1930 Duesenberg, and let me tell you, what you're seeing in the video is just absolutely, the car is a phenomenal example of this car, and he really loves these old Duesenbergs and Cadillacs, and oh, what's the backstory on her?
It's a 1930. It was a demonstrator at first, then it got sold to a guy in Pennsylvania by the name of Powers. 420 cubic inch, straight 8, 265 horsepower, transmission. Was owned by a movie actress from Mexico that was named Dolores Del Rio. She was a pretty big star in the 20s and early 30s. Her husband, by the name, I think it was Griffin, he designed the Oscar that they give away every year at the Oscars.
That's cool.
So the two of them own this car. It was later owned by car fans. You probably remember, the older guys will remember Andy Granatelli with STP Oil Treatment. He owned the car for a few years. And a bunch of other owners, a couple of museums, and like that.
So what'd you do when, I mean, I know it wasn't in this condition when you bought it.
Well, it was paint-wise. We did the mechanics on it. We built the motor, transmission.
What'd you replace in the motor?
Everything.
So it's a full rebuild. Yeah. Can we take a look at the motor?
Sure.
Let's take a look at her. And while he's opening that up, I just want to show you. Look at 3 huge door hinges. I mean, look at how big these door hinges are. And there's 3 of them. And then when you open the window, there's a flap to cover it. How amazing is that? And then look at that turn dashboard. Unbelievable. What a beautiful, absolutely phenomenal. Everything that's metal is chrome. Just amazing, amazing car. And then here's the heart of this thing. Straight 8 twin cam. And how many horsepower on this?
265.
265. Now Cadillac had a V16, straight 16 at the time. V16 at the time, and they were doing what?
About 175 to 180.
Unbelievable how much power they were putting out of these cars, and the technology back then was really amazing. You have your oiling system for all of your springs and your kingpins and all of that kind of stuff. And then this is your fuel pump. That's your steering column and your steering gearbox. And then you have a drive shaft that drives your generator back here. You have your magneto up there. And I mean, it's distributor, not magneto. And it's a Delco Remy. Look at that. And it even has the original honeycomb radiator. I was going to say grill, but it's the radiator. And on the front of this, it has louvers that are actually controlled by a thermostat to open and close. So as the motor gets cold, it will close the louvers, these louvers here that you see. It will close them, and when the motor gets too hot, it'll open up the louvers. And look at the size of these lights. I mean, they're huge. This thing is just unbelievable. Unbelievable car. Skip, you have like just unbelievable taste in cars. He brings all kinds of cars over, and I'm gonna start doing more of this with him and getting some of the cars he has out there for you guys to see, because the history that these cars have. I mean, you want to tell them a little bit about the motor and everything?
Well, the motor is designed by Duesenberg brothers, Fred and Augie Duesenberg. They were built in Indianapolis. And they made all the chassis and motors in 1928 29. I think they gave it selling pretty quickly. They sold 471 total between 29 and 37 because of the depression. And by the time they were done, they were bankrupt.
Wow. Unbelievable car. And you know what's amazing? I mean, I'm looking at the grill here, and every single screw is in the exact same position. What was the gentleman's name who restored this?
Randy Ema, E-M-A.
Randy Eme. Unbelievable. What a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And who would think the three colors on here? So we have an orange, a maroon, and a nice bright red, cherry red, would go together. But when you look at it on this car, they just fit. It fits this car. It is. Thank you so much for bringing this here. I just love this kind of stuff and the history that he tells me on these cars. It's just, I love this kind of stuff. I am just a nut for this kind of stuff. It's really, what an amazing, amazing example of a car. Look at this thing. So there you go, guys. Some of the coolest stuff comes up into this shop. And, I'm going to start doing more videos of this kind of stuff for you guys to see what comes here. Skip, thank you so much. And, yeah, I'll keep you guys up to date. Oh, you know what? He's going to start it up. Let's listen to her running. Got to set the timing, pull the starter. I mean, there's so much. It's not like today's cars where you just take off and go. Thanks so much, Skip. Oh, what a beautiful car. How amazing. Alrighty, guys. Long video, but gosh, it was so worth it. I'll talk to you soon. Keep you guys up to date and let you know what's going on in the garage. Have fun. All the cars we have in here. Okay, bye.